Okay, getting close.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Well, we don't know yet.
Let's see.
Here it is, here. So let's put in a piece of white gauze. I think this is it, so we're going to x-ray to make sure. I'm objective, and I don't really know that this is different. I really have to have it analyzed, though. You don't know what it is.
He's a construction worker. I would imagine it's probably some construction particle that flew and hit him we didn't even hardly feel. And it was in him. We just found it by coincidence and took it out. That's what I think it is.
The object that we removed today contains or is surrounded by the same type of membrane that we have seen in the other objects. I have never seen anything like the membrane which surrounds these objects. It's a very well-organized, shiny, dark membrane which fits very tightly onto the object. And we've also had analysis of this, and it has simple ingredients in it, but you do not find those ingredients in combination anywhere in any medical pathology book. The shocks began to continue, and especially when we got the first pathology reports back on the tissue, not the tissue that wrapped so tightly the metal within, but the tissue that we removed, just the tissue around the object where it was sitting nicely for so many years. And we found that there was absolutely no inflammatory response whatsoever. And this is impossible. The next thing that we found was there were areas in this tissue surrounding these objects with large amounts of proprioceptors, which are very small, tiny, specialized nerve cells. And you don't find them there. These objects are mostly all located near the bone. This is not the place where you have proprioception. And then the next set of findings that came in were the metallurgical findings. Getting a report back from a laboratory such as Los Alamos National Labs, a world-famous laboratory, telling me the objects they looked at were meteorite samples. Then when we went on even further and found things like amorphous iron without crystalline structure that was magnetic, and then finding ratios, isotopic ratios, for metals that are not from this earth, then what conclusion are you going to come to? Since the time when we started, we now have a total of 10 surgeries that have been performed. We have, let's say, 3 that have produced these little grayish-white balls that are non-metallic. We have 4 that are little cantaloupe seed-shaped affairs. We have another little metallic object, which is T-shaped, covered with this membrane. We have one that's triangular, covered with a membrane. Now, we have a new category, which is totally biological. Now, this object was most unusual in the sense that it moved underneath the skin before it was removed.